All right. So let's start in a comfortable seat. This isn't actually a bad angle on the camera. All right, go ahead, rock side to side, and then think about sitting up nice and tall. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, let them melt down. Bring your shoulders back up, and exhale, drop them down. All right. Slow your breath down. If it feels comfortable for you, go ahead and close your eyes or gaze softly out in front of you. Find a strong, tall spine. And then notice your breath as you breathe in, how it feels on the inside of your nose. And as you exhale, how it feels. Feeling your chest rise and fall. Letting go of the day, letting go of anything that you may have on your mind. Just put it aside. You'll be there to pick up later. If you like to set an intention, you can go ahead and do that now. Otherwise, if you're ready, reach your arms out overhead. Let your palms touch, sitting up nice and tall. Breathe in. On your exhale, draw your hands down to your heart. And then we're going to inhale back up. And exhale back down. I'm tricking you up if you come all the time. I'm doing a different beginning. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're going to inhale, move our hands to our right shoulder. Sorry. Exhale, move your hands to your left shoulder. Inhale to the side. Exhale to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands back to heart center. Close your arms so your elbows are touching. Lift your elbows so they're in line with your shoulders. And on your inhale, open into a V. Exhale, close. So now we're starting to get into our shoulders. Inhale and exhale, still sitting tall. Still reaching your spine up to the ceiling. One more. And now let's reach our arms all the way up. Bring our arms open over our shoulders. Wave your fingers. Roll your wrists, whatever you need to do to make it feel good. And on our exhale, we're going to twist to our right, bringing our left hand to our right knee. Lengthen up. Exhale, twist a little bit further, nice and gentle. Keeping your left hand on your right knee, reach your right arm out to the side, up overhead, and then exhale over to the left. Big side stretch. Breathing here, letting your hip get heavy. Nice. One more breath. And then reach up, both arms up into the sky, face your palms to me, and open and close your hands. I know we all use our phones, we all use our computers, so you gotta do this. All right, reach up, and on your exhale, twist to the left. Look over your shoulder. Breathe in, and exhale out. Reach your left hand up and all the way over to the right. Big side body stretch. Breathing here. One more breath. And then reach both arms up to the ceiling again, and then let them rain down in front of you. Make your way into your tabletop position. Spread your fingers, pointer finger forward. I can see the top of your head, Anne-Lee, if you want to move. There we go. If you care, I think you care. So I'm giving you that heads up. Drop your belly, inhale, Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Come back to your neutral spine. We're going to twist up to the right, reaching your right hand up to the ceiling. And then exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach right back up again. Exhale, thread the needle. One more time. Inhale, reach up. This time as we thread the needle, we're going to stay down here, ear on the mat, right palm facing the ceiling. Maybe you walk your left fingertips out in front of you, placing your palm down, pressing your palm into the mat. Maybe you like how that feels on your shoulder. Maybe you want to circle your left arm up to the ceiling and around to your back, taking a half bind. Maybe you don't want to do any of those. It's all good. One more breath here, and then slowly unwind from wherever you are. Place both hands underneath. Come back to neutral. Other side, reach your left arm up. Exhale, thread your needle through. Left arm up. Exhale, thread through. One more time, reach up. Exhale, thread through, come down onto your ear. Reach your left palm is up to the ceiling. Left ear is on the mat. Walk your right arm forward, palm down. Press into the floor. And then if you want, reach your right arm up to the ceiling and maybe even around your back, letting your right hand find your left hip. Breathe here. One more breath. And then slowly unwind back to tabletop. And once you're in your tabletop, turn your fingers towards you, one or both hands if you can, and maybe rock back and forth. And then turn your fingertips so they face the outside of your mat and maybe take some circles in one direction. And then take some circles in the other direction. And then come back to neutral. Walk your hands one handprint forward. Curl your toes under. As you press into the mat, start to peel your hips back, lifting them up, coming into your downward facing dog. Breathe here in your upside down V. Let your heels get heavy. One more breath here. And now pull forward, coming into your high plank. Maybe you need to adjust your hands so that you're underneath your shoulder. Make sure that your feet are hip distance back behind you. Hold this plank. And then lift your hips back up into downward facing dog without moving your hands or feet. Nice. Breathe here. All right, pull back forward into that plank, one vertebra at a time, like a wave. And now that you're in this plank, lower all the way down to your stomach. Untuck your toes, reach your hands to either side of your mat, coming up onto your fingertips, open your heart. And then exhale, come back down. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, come back down. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Make your way back to downward facing dog, either through plank or through tabletop, back into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Feel your hips reach up behind you. And now pull back into your plank. Hold here. Drop both knees down to the mat. Hug your elbows into your side. Lower your chest and chin. Untuck your toes. Baby cobra. Press back into your downward facing dog. However you want to get there. Here. One more breath. Pull forward nice and slow into plank. No rush. And now we're going to play down into chaturanga if you're ready. If not, do knees, chest, chin again. Untuck your toes, coming into upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. So you have those three options as we move through class. When I say vinyasa your way, you can do one of those, or you can skip it all together. Take one more breath here. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Reach your arms out and up. Breathe here. Maybe a little bit of movement, seeing how your hip flexor feels. One more breath. Float your fingers down. Step back to downward facing dog. One breath here in your down dog. Float your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee into your chest, up between your hands, coming into your low lunge. Lower your right knee down. Reach your arms out and up. And then maybe play around. A little bit of movement to see how you're feeling. How's it going? One more breath here. And then float your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Float your right leg up again. Draw your right knee into your chest. So slow, so slow, so slow. And now slide your right foot up between your hands. Lower your left knee down, untuck your toes, reach your arms out and up. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer finger, and then let your hips sink forward as you open your heart and chest up to the ceiling. Biceps by ears. Press down into that front foot. One more breath, and then rain your hands down, step back into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot forward. Take your time, nice and slow. Make space for your foot. And then lower your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Reach your arms out and up. Interlace your fingers, other thumb on top. Release your pointer finger. Reach up. And as you exhale, let your hips sink forward a little bit more. Breathe here. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. And then release your fingers. Step back to downward facing dog. When you're in your down dog, you can stay still. You can bend one leg and then the other. If you need to take a break, go ahead and go take a child's pose. All right, float that right leg up again. Bend your right knee, step your right foot all the way forward. This time we're gonna stay in our low lunge, fingertips on the floor. Hold here. And now when you lower your left knee down, we're gonna shift our hips back, flex our front foot, stretching through our hamstring. Breathe here. See if you can drop your right hip down so it's in line with your left hip. One more breath, and then walk your hands forward. Step back to downward facing dog. And breathe. Put your left leg up. Bend your left knee. Come all the way forward. Keep your right leg lifted this time. Maybe shift your weight a little bit. Take a breath. And then lower your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Shift your hips back and breathe. Nice. Foot flexed. Digging your heel into the mat to stretch your hamstring. And then walk your weight forward, one hand on either side of your foot, back into your downward facing dog. This time we're gonna pedal our dog out, shifting our weight right to left. And then slowly taking tiny little steps, we're gonna move our feet up towards our hands. One little step at a time. One at a time, one at a time. So you come all the way, hands to feet, stay in your forward fold, reach for opposite elbows, put a soft bend into your knees, and then gently rock side to side. Maybe flutter your lips, release some tension. Release your elbows and then cross the other way. Now slowly roll up. So let elbows go, let fingertips come to the ground, roll up one vertebra at a time, coming up nice and slow. Mindful. We're upside down. Might get a little dizzy. Stacking your vertebra, stacking your shoulders, coming up nice and tall to stand. Beautiful. All right, check that your feet are hip distance apart. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, feel the weight drive down into your heels, into your big toe and your pinky toe. Nice. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, low lunge. Pause here and open your heart forward. Breathe in. On your exhale, plant your hands, step your left leg back, you're in plank. Breathe here. Now this is your vinyasa your way. So knees, chest, chin, maybe chaturanga, maybe you skip it all together. And then push back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And now step your right foot up between your hands. You're in your low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips, gaze forward. And then step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side, up overhead. Exhale your hands down. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back with your right foot. Pause here. Reach your arms up, high lunge. Pause here. Float your hands down, step back to plank, your choice of your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, baby cobra, or upward facing dog, meeting back in downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale up, high lunge. Exhale, hands down, left foot meets the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down by your side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, low lunge. Inhale up, high lunge. Exhale, open your arms into a T. Hold here. Reaching out. And then bring your fingertips down, step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take your time. And then step your right foot forward, low lunge, inhale up, high lunge. Open your arms into a T, find your balance, square your hips. One more breath. And then bring your hands down, left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands down by your side. Breathe here. All right, sit back into your chair pose, reaching your fingertips forward. I took a class and she held this way too long, so I'm not gonna do that. And fold forward, lengthen your spine, plant your hands, step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Whatever works right for you tonight. And then we will meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. So we're gonna press our left heel into the mat, turning our foot at an angle and bringing our right foot up between our hands so that we can come into our warrior one. So left heel down, right foot forward, warrior one. And then float the fingertips down, step back to plank, go through your vinyasa, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. So we're gonna turn our right foot, let our right heel come down to the floor, step our left foot up between our hands, reach our arms up, warrior one. And then let our fingertips come down, step back to plank, go through your version of your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. And then we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. We're gonna take 2 more slow breaths, taking this time to reassess. And now gaze forward at your hands and slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Sit your hips back into your chair pose. Way back, reach your hips back, and then press all the way up to stand. All right, I had it in my head tonight that we were gonna do some balancing. Is there enough to hold on to? You wanna, well, why don't you go to that bike? Because then you won't, yeah. Okay, so shift your weight into your right foot. We're gonna bend our left leg and reach back for our left foot. So this might be where you stay. Bring your hand to your waist. If you can, kick your foot into your hand just a little bit and see if you can start to feel a stretch through this front section of your body. Now, maybe you're ready to reach your right arm up into the sky. And if you're here and you think you can, start to hinge your hips forward, kicking into your hand, reaching your arm forward. Nice. So we have a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. We have a little bit of a balance. Always core work because we're working on our stability. And now come all the way back up. Bring your hand down, release your foot. Go ahead and sway it out, side to side. This is like my favorite. This is my favorite. All right, now let's bring our weight into our left leg. Bend your right knee and then reach back and hold on to the outer edge of your right foot. So I want you to see if you can pull your knee back so it's in line with the other one. Yeah, there you go. Nice, Ashley. And then press down through the heel of your standing leg, the big toe and the pinky toe. Your hand can be on your waist. And so you should start to feel this big stretch through the front of your body here. If available, reach your arm up into the sky. Find something to focus on that's not moving, that's not me. And then if you want, hinge forward. Reach. Think about stretching from that section of your ankle to the tops of your fingertips, stretching forward. Remembering whatever you do, however you end up, it's all good. And then come all the way back up, gracefully. Not what I did. Gracefully release it all out. And then go ahead and shake and swing it out. Nice. All right, let's build some flow. Let's move. So come to the tops of our mats. Ooh, I think we're all warmed up. All right, inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Plant your hands, step back to plank, go through your version of your vinyasa. So knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, baby cobra, upward facing dog, whatever feels right to you, and we will end up in downward facing dog. Breathing here. Nice and slow. All right, float your left leg straight up behind you. Reach, flex your foot and reach your heel back and away. Now bend your left knee and open it up to the ceiling. Let your right heel get heavier. Re-extend that left leg straight up behind you. And now draw the knee towards your chest as you come into your plank, and then slide your left foot up between your hands. Turn your right heel down, press into the outer edge of your right foot. Reach your arms out to the side, all the way up, warrior one. Squaring your hips to the front of the mat. Breathe here. Press into the outer edge of your right foot, straighten your front leg, maybe gaze up at the ceiling, and then exhale back into your warrior one. Open your arms slowly out to the side and find someplace behind you. Maybe you can clasp your fingers, maybe it's opposite elbows. And then open your heart again, gazing up to the ceiling. Keep squaring your hips to the front of the mat. Bend your front knee just a little bit more. Nice. And now without slingshotting your arms, slowly release your grip and then bring your arms back up overhead into warrior one. Turn and open into warrior two, facing the courtyard. If you need to adjust your feet, go ahead and do that. It happens to all of us. Turn your palms up to the ceiling, let your shoulders relax, and then turn them back down. Gaze over your left fingertips. So it might be looking past your middle finger, your pointer finger. We're all a little bit different. And now straighten your front leg, let your fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt back down. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt back down. Sit here again. Press into the outer edge of your right foot. Left knee open. Turn your left palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Reaching that up and over. Nice. And now straighten your left leg. Keep your arm reaching back. Bring yourself upright, arms in T. Reach towards me and bring your hand down to your shin or your ankle, maybe even the floor. From this position, in this triangle, I want you to think about engaging your inner thighs. You're pulling up through your belly, and then you're reaching that top finger up to the ceiling. Your inner thighs are doing a lot of work to help you balance here. All right, reach your arms back out into a T, come upright. Turn both toes to face the courtyard. Bring your hands to your waist. Breathe in. Exhale forward, nice and slow. Coming into a nice deep forward fold. Let your head get heavy. Bring your hands down to the mat. Place your left hand underneath your face and then twist up with your right arm. On your exhale, switch. Place your right hand down, twist up with your left arm. Exhale down. Bring your hands back to your waist. Engage your inner thighs, squeeze your bum, and start to come all the way back up. We're going to exit back into Warrior Two to the front of your mat. And then cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Or skip it all together. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. When you're ready, come to down dog. Hang out here. Check that your hands are still shoulder distance apart. Your pointer finger is pointing towards me. Float your right leg up behind you. Flex your foot. Bend your right knee. Open it up to the ceiling. And now straighten that right leg back behind you. Draw the right knee into your chest, coming into plank. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And now float the right foot up between your hands. Turn your left heel down, pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Reach your arms up, coming into your Warrior One. Square your hips to the front of the room. Straighten your front leg, gaze up at the ceiling. And then exhale back into your Warrior One. Open your arms out to the side and then reach them back behind you. Maybe you can interlace your fingers, other thumb on top. Breathe here. One more breath. Release your hands, reach them back up. And then open into Warrior Two, facing the mirror. Not used to having mirrors. All right, sit a little bit lower, reach your palms away, fingertips away from you. Turn your palms to the ceiling to relax your shoulders. Turn your palms back down, gaze over your right fingertips. And then straighten your front leg, let your palms touch overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt, sit here. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Breathe into it. Straighten your front leg, keep reaching back, good stretch. And now engage your inner thighs, bring your arms to T. Reach towards me, bringing your right hand down to your shin or the mat. Reach your left arm up. So this is a big twist through your torso. Think about squeezing your inner thighs. Nice. Nice. And now lift yourself back up into your T shape. Turn your toes to face the wall. Bring your hands to your waist and slowly fold forward, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe here. Let your hands come down to the mat. This time we're going to reach our right hand over to our left ankle and then twist and look up over our left shoulder. Release that. Walk your hand back to center. Walk your left hand over to your right ankle. Twist and look up to your shoulder. And breathe here. And release, come back to center. Bring your hands to your hips and start to slowly roll back up. Once you're up, open into your Warrior Two, facing the front of your mat. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Nice. And then we'll all meet in our downward facing dog. All right, float your left leg up behind you, foot flexed, bend your knee, open your knee up, and breathe here, bringing breath and air and space into the side of your body. And then in one graceful movement, draw your left knee into your chest, slide your left foot up between your hands. Turn your right heel down, inhale up, warrior one. Breathe here. Straighten your front leg and then melt back into your warrior one. Bring your hands all the way down behind you. Interlace them, open your heart to the ceiling, and then exhale, fold forward, coming into your devotional warrior. Left shoulder on left thigh, crown of the head down to the floor. One more breath here. Lift back up, release your arms, cartwheel yourself into a warrior two. Breathe here. Straighten your front leg, let your fingertips touch overhead. And then exhale, melt back down. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt back down. One more time, lift up. And then exhale, melt. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. From here, we're gonna come into our side angle, placing our left forearm on our left thigh, reach our right hand up to the air. Let your right hip drop a little bit more, and then reach that right arm over. Nice. One more breath here. Cartwheel back up to warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Straighten your left leg. Reach your arms towards me, coming into triangle, reaching your right arm up. Breathe here. One more breath. Now stand back up. Turn both toes to face the glass, the windows, and then bring your heels in. Bend your arms, come into goddess. So it's up to you if you want your arms open wide or if you prefer to have them at heart center or on your waist. But we'll do the traditional goddess with our arms open nice and wide. We're going to stay here for a couple more breaths. Know that our exit strategy will be into warrior two. So one more breath. And now exit into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. Always checking in on your alignment. Are your feet straight behind you? Nice. Take a breath in down dog. Take a moment to readjust, recalibrate. Now float the right leg up behind you. Bend the right knee, open the hip. Knee up to the ceiling. And in one graceful move, we're going to draw our right knee all the way into our chest and slide the right foot up between our hands. Turn our left heel down, pressing into the outer edge of our left foot. Come on up to warrior one. Straighten our front leg. Exhale, melt back into warrior one. Reach your arms back behind you. Interlace your hands. Open your heart to the ceiling. And then exhale all the way forward. Right shoulder, crown of the head to the floor. Square your hips, press into your right foot. One more breath here as you release your hands, open your heart back up, coming into warrior one, and then opening into warrior two. Straighten your front leg, fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt. One more time, lift on up. Exhale, go melt. Beautiful. Turn your right palm up. Exhale back. Peaceful warrior. And breathe. And then from here, we're going to place our right arm on our right thigh. Reach our left arm up and over. Drop your right hip. Long, strong line from your left fingertips to the outer edge of your left foot. One more breath here. Come back to warrior two. Turn your right palm up. Exhale back. Peaceful warrior. Straighten your right leg. Hinge forward. Reach towards me. Coming into triangle. Reaching your left arm up. Find that rotation through your waist, through your torso. Engage your inner thighs. Come all the way up to stand. Turn your right toes to the left. Bring your heels in. Come into your goddess pose. So again, you can stay here, or maybe this time you add a little bit of a sway into your hips. Nice. And then straighten up, exiting into your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. One more time through. Express version. Not adding anything new. So float your left leg up. Bend your left knee. Open your hip. Draw your left knee all the way forward. Turn your right foot down, coming into your warrior one. Float your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, open your heart, exhale, fold forward, devotional warrior. Come on up, release yourself into your warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Flow into your side angle. Flow back into your peaceful warrior. Straighten your left leg. Hinge and reach forward towards me, coming into triangle. One more breath here. And then exit into warrior two, bending your left knee. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. And we will meet in downward facing dog. Slow down your breath. Float your right leg up behind you. Bend your right knee. Open your hip. Draw your right knee into your chest. Slide your right foot all the way up. Turn your left heel down. Reach your arms up. Warrior one. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Open your heart. Exhale forward. Devotional warrior. Inhale, release your arms, open into warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Flow all the way through to side angle. Flow back to peaceful warrior. Straighten your front leg, reach forward, come into triangle. One more breath here. Exit into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. That's your last one. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Couple more breaths here. Let's move into pigeon. So float your right leg up behind you. Draw your right knee behind your right wrist. Slide your left leg back. Before you fold forward, check behind you. Make sure that your foot is straight. And then come down onto your forearms. And then come all the way down, forehead either to the mat, or maybe you stack your fingers up. I want you to think about being in this pigeon and letting your face start to relax. Let your jaw relax. Let that space between your eyeballs relax. Breathing here. Reach your left leg back behind you just a little bit more. And then come back up onto your forearms. Straighten your arms. Roll onto your right hip, keeping your left leg out open to the side. So facing the doors. Bring your right foot in to touch your left inner thigh. Reach your arms out to either side. Place your left elbow inside your left thigh. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Breathe here. If it's available, bend over, reaching your right hand towards your left toes. Nice, big, deep stretch. And then come up to sit. Keeping those arms out to the side, I want you to inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist towards your big toe. And now reach like you're gonna hug your foot. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but wherever your hands fall, start to round forward, nose to your knee, crown of the head to your knee. And now roll slowly back up. Reach your arms back out to the side. Bring your right hand back behind you. And if you're interested, lift your hips up, coming into a stargazer. It's a nice supported back bend. Should feel pretty safe with your shin on the floor. And then from here, we're gonna come into our tabletop position. Peel our hips up into our down dog. Slide our left leg up behind us. And draw the left knee behind the left wrist, coming into pigeon on the other side. Slide your right leg back. Check that your foot is where it belongs, that your leg is straight behind you. And then come down onto your forearms, maybe all the way forward, whatever works for you. Coming into a figure four on your back if that is more comfortable. Breathe here. See if you can extend that leg, right leg behind you just a little bit more, deep in the stretch if that feels good. Release the tension in your face. Maybe you flutter your lips. And then come back onto your forearms. Straighten and press the mat away from you. Straighten your arms. And then roll onto your left hip, keeping your right leg extended. Bring your left foot into your inner thigh. Reach your arms out to either side. Drop your right elbow inside your right leg. Reach your left arm up. And then exhale. Other way, Anna, or other leg. There you go. Like something's backwards there. Nice. And then come back up, arms out to the side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And on your exhale, twist towards your toe. Reach and give your foot a hug. Nice, nice, nice. Fold forward. Thinking about bringing the crown of your head all the way down towards your knee. Visualize it, even if it's not for real. And then roll back up, open your arms out to the side. Bring your left hand behind you. Sweep your right arm down and up, lifting your hips. I always feel like such a rock star in this pose. And then sit back down. Slide both feet onto the mat in front of you. Reach your arms out in front. Slow roll. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide your heels closer to your bum. You should be able to touch your heels with your longest finger. Move, we'll do 2 bridges. So I will cue 2 bridges, but if you want to do a supported bridge or a wheel, go for it. So palms down, start to peel your hips up to the ceiling. Shins are moving towards your big toe. Lift your chest, reaching your chest towards your chin, finding that space in your back, lifting up a little bit higher. And then exhale down nice and slow, 1 vertebra at a time. Bringing your knees to touch and your feet to the outer edge of the mat. Place 1 hand on your belly, 1 hand on your heart. Oh, I can. Nice. Breathe here. All right, I got to keep 1 light on. All right, go ahead and separate your feet again. Sorry for the, there we go. And lift back up into another bridge, or if you're interested in a wheel, you can do that. So hands down, and then slowly peel up 1 vertebra at a time, coming back into a bridge pose, lifting your hips up high. Interlace your fingers on the floor. Shimmy your shoulders together, lifting your hips up a little bit higher. Nice. Breathing here. And then release down 1 vertebra at a time, bringing your knees to touch, opening your feet to the edge of the yoga mat. Bring 1 hand to your heart, 1 hand to your belly, and breathe. Open your knees up, keeping your feet where they are, and drop both knees over to the right. Open your arms into a T, and then if you want, lift your right foot and place it on top of your left thigh to deepen the twist. Maybe you gaze over your left fingertips. Another breath here. And now release your foot, bring your knees back up to center. Drop them both over to the left. Place your left foot on top of your right thigh if you want to deepen the stretch. Gaze over your right shoulder. And breathe. Release your right thigh, bring both feet to the floor. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Now is your opportunity if you want to take a happy baby or any other pose. Maybe you want to reach your legs up to the ceiling. Maybe you want to take a little bit of a roll backwards. Anything you need to do that I did not offer. Another twist. And then when you're ready, slowly move into your Shavasana, extending 1 leg away from your body and then the other leg. Extend 1 arm away and then the other. Let your head get heavy. I'm going to come around with some lavender oil if you want. If you do not want me to come and do a Shavasana adjustment or any lavender oil, place 1 hand on your belly and I'll know to respect your space. So I want you to think about tensing up your entire body. So take all the energy that you have from your toes, from the crown of your head, bringing it all into your center belly, squeezing into your center, tightening it up. And then exhale, release it all out. Let your arms come down by your side. Let your fingers open and relax. Let your toes relax. Take your energy and focus to your feet and to your toes. Tighten and scrunch up your toes. Tighten the muscles in your feet and ankles. Squeeze it in. And then exhale, let it go. Bring your energy and focus to your legs. Squeeze all the muscles of your legs in, tightening them up, squeezing them in. And then exhale, let them go. Bring your energy and focus to your torso, to your hips, to your belly, to your chest. Tighten and squeeze all of those muscles, bringing them into your center. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, let them go. Bring your energy and focus to your hands, to your palms. Squeeze your palms together, tighten them up, and then release the grip, let them go. Bring your energy and attention to your arms. Tighten up all the muscles in your arms. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then exhale, let it go. Let it relax. Bring your energy and focus to your neck and your head. Squeeze and tighten your chest, your neck, your head. Tighten up all those muscles in your face. And then exhale, let it go. From the top of your head all the way down to your toes, engage, tighten, activate, squeeze every single muscle coming into a tight, tight, tight little ball. And then exhale, release it all and start to melt into the floor, moving into your stillness. Start to deepen your breath. November is a month of gratitude. I'm grateful for so many things, one of them being that nobody came to work out while we were practicing. Start to gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. I'm grateful for the fact that you all came tonight to let me lead you through this practice. Start to move your arms and your legs, gently rock your head side to side. When you're ready, reach your arms up, stretch nice and long. Once you get there, take a few moments. And then when you're ready, start to slowly press yourself up to come into a seated position. Bring your one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the breath moving around inside of your body. Acknowledge your wellness. Thank yourself for taking this time to do something just for you, self-care. And I thank you all for allowing me to lead you through this practice this evening. Namaste.